Raylene has mentioned, this is research that I'm doing with 3M in the US. So perhaps just to qualify, this research is actually very preliminary. I have not written up anything on this research. In fact, I've just completed a recent visit just about 2 weeks ago. So I've just completed the second set of interviews there. So this is really a very preliminary set of ideas that I'd like to share with you guys, and also get some of your feedback about what you think is interesting, what you think is not interesting. Look at him, because I bet he will say that. Okay, so just to give you a brief background, this is some research that I'm doing with 2 employees from 3M. First is Roberto Evaristo. Roberto Evaristo used to be a faculty in University of Chicago, but he then joined 3M and is now a knowledge management consultant within 3M. So he's been there for about 1.5 years. So I started working with him, and then we got connected with the corporate scientist from 3M. The corporate scientist is basically the top level scientist in 3M, and he's Andrew Olikirk. So a lot of our ideas actually came from Andrew, because he has 20, 30 years of experience working on innovative products and generating these innovative products within 3M. So we basically work with him to develop some of these ideas and to see how we can test some of them. So, I believe in the abstract, I had a very general question, basically to look at how we could cultivate innovation within 3M. But just as I was talking to Raylene just now, this is actually a very big research question. There's so many aspects of the company that needs to come together and work with each other in order to create innovation. So I need to bound my study in one way or the other. So basically one way I'm doing it is that I'm looking at the innovators themselves, the researchers and the scientists who actually come up with the inventions, come up with the adhesives for the post-it pads, come up with ways to glue the adhesives to the post-it pads, for example. So these are the people who generate the actual solutions. So Raylene shared with me a case that I believe he passed to the PhD students, and that case was about lead users. So I looked at that case, and in a way that case is talking about how the marketing people generates ideas, identifies needs of the customers. But that is really just one aspect of the innovation process. In fact, that's a very preliminary aspect, identifying the needs. So what happens is that in order for these needs to be actually translated into products, the researchers and the scientists actually have to come up with the technological solutions. They have to generate inventions to basically address these needs of the customers. And in talking to these people, we realize that sometimes these inventions are not always needs-driven. It can be technology-driven. It can be the case where, like in the case of the post-it pads, it's not like they realize that there's this need for the post-it pads. The whole story begins by having somebody creating a set of adhesives, and the adhesives apparently was a failed adhesive because it wouldn't stick. It is a very weak adhesive. So it is actually a failure story. But then he shared this adhesive with other people within the company because he believes that there is some place for this technology. There is some use for this technology. So this is a case where there's a technology that he's looking for the need for it. And the story goes that, I don't know whether you know Art Fry. Arthur Fry is basically the person who invented post-it notes. So what he did was, by accident, he was basically in the church. So his hymn book dropped onto the floor. And when it dropped onto the floor, everything fell apart. And he was thinking how good it would be if he can find a bookmark that will not fall out when the book falls onto the floor. So he's looking for something that can stick to the paper as a bookmark. So that's how the idea of post-its come along. Then he thought about this adhesive that the person had, that his friend had, and he thought about this idea of creating the sticky bookmark. So he generated this sticky bookmark, and then he found that basically he can generate a bookmark that sticks.